the Attorney General of Ohio, stood in front of this house and called what was inside it pure evil. He'd been doing this job a long time. He said he'd never seen anything like it. This is Hamden, Ohio. About 700 people, one quiet street. And on the last morning of June, 2 deputies drove out here to arrest one man on the smallest charge in the book. They knocked on that door expecting paperwork. What they found instead made veteran deputies call for help and then call for more. 16 children, inside one house, ages 18 months to 18 years. Most of them had never been in a school, a doctor's office, or on anyone's radar. At all. So here's my premise. I'll tell you exactly what investigators say they found, what the 4 adults in that house are charged with, what's actually been proven, which is very little so far, and what happens next. I'm Demi Thorne, and this is Darkly Retold. That same day, 7 of those children went to hospitals in Columbus. 2 went by helicopter. 1 was critical. And by evening, the state's top prosecutor, Attorney General Andy Wilson, was standing on that street.
Really kind of one of the worst environments that I've seen in my career.
And then he said the 2 words this case will be remembered by.
This is pure evil. What we saw down here today is pure evil. And
investigators believe most of those 16 children were kept in one room 12 feet by 12 feet. That's a parking space. That's this, for most of 4 years by the sheriff's own estimate, not proven in court yet. But that's what the county's top lawman believes. Sheriff Ryan Kane grew up with farms. When reporters asked him to describe that house, he said, and this is his exact quote, "Most of our livestock was kept in better conditions than the children." Everything you're about to hear comes from officials, on the record, the sheriff, the attorney general, and the state's own press release. Where it's their estimate, I'll say so. Jeremiah Griffith is a volunteer fire captain in Hamden. On June 30th, he drove 4 of those children to the hospital himself. Here's what stayed with him.
I know they were shocked. They just kind of have a blank expression on their face. Of course, that's maybe something they never dealt with before.
16 children. And the thing everyone remembers is the quiet. Now, who's charged, and with what? This matters, so I'm going to be precise. 4 adults lived at Hat House. All 4 were arrested. All 4 have pleaded not guilty, and under the law, every one of them is presumed innocent. Nothing you hear next has been proven in court. Elizabeth Siders, the mother. Gary Siders Jr., the father, the man that original warrant was for. And his parents, Christina and Gary Sar, 16 felony counts each, 1 per child. All 4 say not guilty, and the law says they're innocent until a jury says otherwise. Since the arrests, the strangest turn involves the grandfather. Here's how Columbus's 10 TV reported it.
A judge ordered a psych evaluation for Gary Siders Sr. to determine whether the defendant is competent enough to stand trial.
Here's the question that won't let go of me. 16 children, 4 years. By the sheriff's estimate, a village of 700 people. How does no one know? Think about every adult who's supposed to notice a child. A teacher, a school nurse, a neighbor, a doctor. Now look at this property. No school ever enrolled these kids. Reporting says the family kept moving county to county, sometimes across state lines. Every move, the radar reset to 0. 16 children, and on paper, nobody. When it finally broke, it broke a system built for a county of 12,000. The foster caseload doubled overnight. Ohio wired in $1 million in emergency funding. And the children split across foster homes because nowhere can take 16 siblings at once. Pure evil. Livestock. Blank expressions. Every one of those phrases came from an official on the record. And here's the twist nobody saw coming. Those words went to court. On July 14th, a judge ordered officials to stop talking because the defense argued that language like that could poison a jury before a trial even exists.
the accused are presumed to be innocent. They are innocent in the eyes of the law unless and until they're proven guilty in a
The children's cases run on a separate track, family court, closed doors, month by month. The criminal case waits on a grand jury, and it will not hold still. The hearing set for July 23rd continued to August 13th. The indictment, as of July 2002, when we checked every public source, still pending. The mother's request to be released and reunite with her children, no ruling. That's not the story stalling. That's what a real case looks like, mid-fight. So where does this case actually stand? As of July 22nd, charged, contested, and still unfolding. Here's what I keep coming back to. The children were found by accident, a misdemeanor warrant served on the right morning. Every system built to see them miss them. Now 16 children are relearning the world in separate foster homes, and the courts will decide what the adults deserve. But what do we owe the children, the ones the radar never caught? I'm Demi Thorne. This is a developing case. Subscribe, and Darkly Retold will follow it wherever it goes.